Here's the thing nobody tells you about America in 2026. Everything is negotiable. Everything. But we've been trained like Pavlov's dogs to just pay. They send you a bill, you pay it. They raise the price, you pay it. They add random fees that make no sense, you pay it. Why? Because we're scared. We're scared they'll cut us off. We're scared we'll lose our internet and won't be able to watch Netflix at 3 in the morning while we contemplate our life choices. We're scared the insurance company will drop us and then we'll crash our car the next day, because that's how the universe works. But I'm here to tell you something that changed my entire financial life. These companies, they don't want to lose you. They need you more than you need them. Let me explain the economics of customer retention, because this is where it gets juicy. It costs a company 5 to 25 times more money to acquire a new customer than to keep an existing one. 5 to 25 times. You know what that means? That means if you call them and threaten to leave, they will do backflips to keep you. They've got an entire department dedicated to this. It's called the retention department. Some companies call it customer loyalty. I call it the place where they keep the real prices. The system is rigged, but we can rig it back. Here's how they get us. They advertise these amazing deals for new customers. Get internet for just $29.99 for the first year. And you sign up thinking you're a financial genius. You're out here telling your friends, yeah, I'm only paying $30 for internet. I'm basically Warren Buffett. Then year 2 hits. Suddenly it's $60, then $70, then $89. And they never tell you it's going up. It just appears, like taxes, like gray hair, like that weird smell in your car that you can't identify, but you know it's not good. And we pay it because we think, well, that's just what internet costs now. Inflation, right? Supply chain issues? Putin did something? No. The price went up because they're counting on you being too lazy, too busy, or too scared to call them. They're banking on American apathy. They know you've got 2 jobs, 3 kids, and you're barely holding it together. They know you're not going to spend 45 minutes on hold just to save $20 a month. But here's the thing. $20 a month is $240 a year. Do that with your internet, your car insurance, your phone bill, and your gym membership you never use. You just saved yourself $1,000. $1,000 that you earned by making 4 phone calls. That's $250 per phone call. Show me another job where you make $250 an hour, and I'll show you a liar or a drug dealer. The phone call that changed everything. So last Tuesday, I decided I was done. I was done being a financial doormat. I was done letting corporations treat my bank account like an all-you-can-eat buffet. I called my internet company. Now let me walk you through this, because this is important. This is the strategy. This is Sun Tzu Art of War, but for your Comcast bill. First, I did not call the main customer service line. I looked up cancel service on their website. You know why? Because cancel service routes you to the retention department. The people with the actual power to cut your bill. Regular customer service? Those folks are trained to do nothing. They're there to absorb your anger like a human punching bag and then transfer you to someone else. They can't help you. They're not allowed to help you. They make $11 an hour and their manager is watching them, like a hawk to make sure they don't give away the secret deals. But retention has a different job. Their job is to keep you at any cost. So I get someone on the phone. Let's call her Jennifer, because every retention specialist is named Jennifer or Mike. There's no in between. I say, "Hi, Jennifer, I need to cancel my service." And Jennifer, bless her, she goes into the script. "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Mr. Bill. May I ask why you're canceling?" Here's where most people mess up. They start explaining. "Well, you see, Jennifer, money's tight and my wife lost her job and we're trying to cut costs and blah, blah, blah." No, never explain, never justify. You're not asking for permission to leave. You're informing them that you're leaving. I said, "I found a better deal with your competitor." That's it. That's the magic sentence. I didn't say I'm broke. I didn't say your service is bad. I said someone else will give me what I want for less money, and I'm going to them. Suddenly, Jennifer's voice changed. It went from "sorry to see you go" to wait, hold on. Let me see what I can do." She puts me on hold. I'm sitting there listening to elevator music. That sounds like it was composed by someone who hates joy. 3 minutes pass. I'm thinking about giving up. Then Jennifer comes back. "Mr. Bill, I spoke with my supervisor and we really value you as a customer. What if I could get your bill down to $32 a month for the next 12 months? $32. From 89 to 32. I didn't move. I didn't change addresses. I didn't sacrifice a goat under a full moon. I just made a phone call. I saved $684 with one phone call. The psychology of the retention game. Now let me explain what just happened from their perspective. Because this is important. Jennifer isn't being nice. Jennifer's company isn't being generous. This isn't charity. This is math. They looked at my account and they did a calculation. They said, okay, Bill's been a customer for 4 years. If we lose him, we lose all his future revenue. If we keep him at $32, we're still making money. Not as much money, but money. And if we lose him, we have to spend $200 on Google ads to get a new customer to replace him. So they did the math and realized it's cheaper to keep Bill. But here's the wild part. That $32 price, that's probably closer to what the internet actually costs. The $89 was just them seeing how much they could get away with charging before I noticed. It's like when you're at a garage sale and something doesn't have a price tag, the seller goes, $20? And you go, I'll give you $5. And they go, okay, because they just made up the $20. They were hoping you'd pay $20, but they'll take $5 because $5 is better than $0. And a lamp they have to put back in their garage. Your bills work the same way. The Karen strategy and why it works. Now I know what you're thinking. Bill, this sounds like Karen behavior. I don't want to be that person. And I'm going to tell you something that's going to change your life. Be Karen. I'm serious. Channel your inner Karen. Not the racist part, not the, I want to speak to the manager. Because my sandwich had pickles part. The part where Karen refuses to accept what she's told at face value. The part where Karen knows there's a better deal and she's going to get it or burn the building down trying. You know why Karens get discounts? Because companies are terrified of Karens. Karen will call 17 times. Karen will leave bad reviews. Karen will tell everyone at her book club Karen is a PR nightmare. And companies will do anything to make Karen go away happy. So be Karen, but be strategic Karen, be effective Karen. Here's the formula. I'm giving you the playbook right now. Screenshot this. Tattoo it on your forearm. I don't care. Just use it. The Bill's Negotiation Playbook. Step 1. Do your homework. Before you call, spend 15 minutes on Google. Look up what competitors are charging. Look up what new customers get. Write down specific numbers. When you call, you need to sound like you know what you're talking about. Don't say, I think there's cheaper options. Say, your competitor is offering the same speed for $42. And that includes a free streaming subscription. Step 2. Call the right department. Do not call general customer service. Find the cancel service or retention department. If the website makes it hard to find, call the main line and say, I need to cancel my service, and they'll transfer you fast. Step 3. Use the magic words. I'm canceling because I found a better deal. That's it. Don't elaborate. Don't get emotional. Just state it like it's a fact. Because it is a fact. There's always a better deal somewhere. Step 4. Let them make the first offer. They're going to ask what they can do to keep you. Do not throw out a number. Let them offer. Because I guarantee whatever they offer first is going to be better than what you're paying now. If they offer $10 off, say, that's not going to work for me. If they offer $20 off, say, I appreciate that, but the competitor's offer is still better. Make them keep going. They've got authorization to go lower. They're just hoping you'll accept the first offer. Step 5. Be willing to walk. This is the hardest part. You have to be genuinely willing to cancel. If they don't meet your price, if you're bluffing, they can smell it. Here's the thing though. If they don't give you a good deal, actually cancel. Switch to the competitor. Then in 6 months, switch back as a new customer and get the new customer pricing. Companies are so obsessed with new customers that they forget to take care of existing ones. So play the game. Be a new customer every year. It's like dating, but for utilities. Step 6. Call every single company you pay monthly internet. Phone, car insurance, home insurance, streaming services, gym memberships. Oh man, gym memberships. I called my gym last month. I've been paying $59 a month. For a gym I go to maybe twice a year. I called to cancel, and you know what they said? What if we give you the same membership for $19 a month? $19. I've been overpaying $40 a month for 3 years. That's $1,440. I just threw into a furnace made of treadmills I never used. Step 7. Make this an annual event. Put a reminder in your phone. Every January, call every company. Even if they gave you a deal last year, call again. Prices change, promotions change, and your special deal from last year probably expired. And they just quietly started charging you full price again, hoping you wouldn't notice. The bigger picture. the part where I get philosophical. Here's what really gets me about all of this. We live in a country where you can get charged 3 different prices for the exact same service. Depending on how good you are at phone calls, person A pays $89 because they just pay whatever the bill says. Person B pays $57 because they called once and got a small discount. Person C pays $32 because they called, they were willing to leave, and they negotiated hard. Same internet, same speed, same everything. The only difference is who's willing to fight for their money. And that's not capitalism, that's not a free market, that's a rigged game where the house counts on you not knowing the rules. But now you know the rules. Now you know that every bill is just an opening offer. Every price is negotiable. Every company has a retention department with better deals than what you're currently paying. The reality check, the part where I roast myself. Now I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm some financial genius who's got it all figured out. I still bought a truck I couldn't afford. I still have credit card debt that makes me want to cry. Every time I check the balance, I still spent $40 at Taco Bell last week because I was sad. And Crunchwrap Supremes are cheaper than therapy. But you know what I did do? I called every single company I pay monthly and I negotiated. And you know how much I'm saving per year now? $1,214. That's $1,000 I can use to pay down my credit card, or save for emergencies, or buy Crunchwrap Supremes without feeling guilty. And all it cost me was 6 hours of phone calls spread over 2 weeks. 6 hours to save $1,000. That's $166 per hour. I don't make that at my actual job, but I made it by being willing to call companies and say, no, I'm not paying that. The solution, Street Smart Survival Guide. All right, here's your action plan. This is how you stop the bleeding right now. Action item 1, make a list. Sit down today, right now, list every single thing you pay for monthly. Internet, phone, insurance, subscriptions, gym, everything. Write down what you're currently paying. Action item 2, research competitor pricing. Spend 30 minutes on Google. What are competitors charging? What are new customer deals? Write specific numbers down. You need ammunition for your phone calls. Action item 3, block out time. Schedule 2 hours this week. Put it in your calendar like it's a meeting, because it is a meeting. A meeting where you're going to make hundreds of dollars by making phone calls. Action item 4, start with the biggest bill. Whatever you're paying the most for monthly, call that company first. That's where you'll save the most money. For most people, that's internet or car insurance. Action item 5, use the script. Hi, I need to cancel my service because I found a better deal with your competitor. Wait for them to make an offer. If it's not good enough, say, that's not going to work for me. The competitor is offering better pricing. Keep saying that until they give you their best offer. Action item 6, set a reminder. Once you've negotiated, put a reminder in your phone for 12 months from now. Do this every year. These promotional rates expire. You have to call again and renegotiate. Action item 7, track your savings. Keep a note on your phone of how much you're saving. Every time you successfully negotiate, write it down. Watch that number grow. It feels good. It's addictive. You'll want to negotiate everything. The final word. Look, I'm not going to lie to you and say this is going to solve all your financial problems. It won't. If you're in serious debt, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, negotiating your bills is a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. But it's a good Band-Aid. It's real money that you're leaving on the table right now. Money that these companies are taking from you because they're betting you won't fight back. So fight back. Be annoying. Be persistent. Be Karen. Because at the end of the day, this is your money. You earned it. You worked for it. You spent hours of your life getting it. Don't just give it away because a company sent you a bill and you assume that's what you have to pay. Question everything. Negotiate everything. And remember that every single bill is just an opening offer in a negotiation you didn't know you were having. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go call my car insurance company because I just looked at my bill and I'm pretty sure they're charging me for coverage on a car I sold 3 years ago. This is my life now. I'm the guy who calls companies. I'm the guy who negotiates. I'm the guy who saves $684 on his internet bill by being willing to spend 15 minutes on the phone. And you know what? I sleep better at night, not because my financial problems are solved, but because I know I'm not just rolling over and letting companies pick my pocket while I say, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" So go make some phone calls, save some money, and remember, if they say no, you can always actually cancel and come back as a new customer in 6 months. The game is rigged, but once you know how it's rigged, you can rig it back. Now go get your money.